Welcome to Hunting with HECS.
Welcome to today's show. I'm your host, Mike Slinkard. In today's episode, we're going to join some of the most dedicated turkey hunters all across the nation. These hunts are up close and spectacular, and many might argue they're some of the best hunts we've ever seen here on Hunting with HECS. We're going to be hunting several species of turkey today, from Osceola out in Florida to big eastern birds in the Midwest. As always, the HECS crew will be pushing the limits and showing once again just how effective HECS technology is on turkeys. No matter how you hunt them, whether it's archery or shotgun, today's episode has something for you. So sit back and relax as we go hunting with HECS.
Closing the distance. Calmer game. Better shots. Happier memories. It's what we all crave. It's what we all desire. It's what we all dream about. The close-range, fair chase encounter with wild game is the essence of the hunting experience. Join us as we chronicle the evolution of concealment, testing skill, knowledge, technology, and equipment, becoming the ultimate close-range predator. Own the close-up experience here on Hunting with HECS.
If you were watching last week, you saw my daughter Caitlin miss a Jake at only 6 steps with her bow. She could have easily shot again, but I told her to wait, thinking we were going to get a shot at a bigger bird. Unfortunately, bad weather set in, and she didn't get another opportunity on that trip. So I had some making up to do. I got a friend who had a lead on some great Osceola hunting, so Caitlin and I made the trip to Florida.
All right, so we're on a new piece of land. We've been iced pretty much on every other place we've been at, but they've been seeing big birds in here every day with big beards, so this is the first stop on the Grand Slam tour, so hopefully we can get it done. It'll be my first turkey, so let's go.
It wasn't long before we were set up on a big tom and he was headed her way. Well, I'm cameraman on this hunt, and when this bird stepped out, I instantly knew that this was an Osceola turkey of a lifetime.
Good shot. Good shot.
Did you get him?
Yep, you got him. He's running, hang on. Watch him, watch him, watch him. It's going down right there.
Any seasoned turkey hunter can tell you that getting a mature wild turkey tom to within just a few yards of 2 people sitting in wide open 4-inch tall grass is next to impossible. Yet you're seeing it again right here. This bird walks confidently across this open field, totally ignoring Caitlin and I, even though we're sitting in the wide open. Osceolas in this area are heavily hunted, and an old bird like this has likely been called in dozens of times. When this bird finally made it to the decoys, Caitlin drew her bow with the tom facing right at her. As you can see, there was no reaction at all. This type of movement is what HECS technology is all about when it comes to turkeys.
Alrighty, here he is, a nice mature bird. Got pretty big spurs, a nice beard. This is my first turkey ever, and it's down here in Florida nonetheless with my dad, so of course it's extra special.
Oh, kiddo. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I tell you what, this is a great bird, you know. We knew there was a big bird in here, and this is a great bird. For a first bird, Kate, Osceola,
Yep.
on the Grand Slam tour, just perfect shot. You held it together, and way to go, Kate. Way to go. We knew this bird was huge, but as it turns out, after taking some measurements and looking at the record book, that this Osceola would be number 2 for a woman with a bow all time. That is one heck of a way for Caitlin to start her turkey hunting career.
Hunting with HECS is brought to you by Game Hide. Hunting wear is all we do. Tough Country, American values forged in steel. Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls and UC Hunting Properties. Matthews, see the future. Easton, the world's deadliest, most advanced hunting arrow. Ozonics, scent control that works. For the best hunting in Texas, visit GreatTexasHunts.com. That's GreatTexasHunts.com. And by HECS Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
That was cool. Never ceased to amaze me when you come out with HECS, how close you can get. I got to the edge of the brush, you know, I get any closer, I thought I'd go ahead and give it a shot. And I crawled through these sticker bushes here and got to the edge of the feed. And the big buck I was after stayed on the far side, but none of them ever spooked. I got up and actually stood and walked right towards them. And the last part of the herd, when I knelt back down, I don't know what it is about the HECS, but they see something, you're not invisible, but they're just curious, they're not afraid, and they came right to me. I just about could have stuck them with an arrow before they turned off and went back with the rest of the herd. It's a lot of fun. You need to get a set and get out there and try it.
If you order right now and enter the promo code PURSUIT, you'll save an instant $30 off your HECS suit. We'll be back with a lot more close-up encounters right after this. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. Before the break, we watched Caitlin Slinker take a huge Osceola gobbler. Now, let's head to Missouri and catch up with Jason Cleveland, who's hunting some great property.
Jason's working some call-wise birds who keep hanging up in the brushy timber. He's set up in a small clearing in the woods, but in order to see, he had to set up only about 8 steps from the decoy. It wasn't long before a big Missouri gobbler made his way towards Jason's decoy. Remember, this is a bird that's seen the setups. He's heard the call and he's been there, he's done that. Yet once again, Jason is sitting only 8 steps from the decoy in the wide open, and this Tom ignores him like he isn't even there. HECS technology helps make Jason appear like an inanimate object, so he's just ignored by this big Tom.
The bugger get out of here?
Well, like we said before, HECS will get you closer and you can get away with more movement, but the shooting is still up to the hunter. In Jason's defense, when the shots are this close, the pattern spread isn't very big, and you got to be right on them. Sometimes the closest shots are the hardest to make.
All that talk about missing, I knew karma would come and get me.
Well, Jason knows a turkey hunter's nothing without persistence. When he heard a couple more birds approaching in the thick underbrush, he abandons his setup and his decoy and moves in on the birds. When he finally sees them, he's standing in the open, so he just finds a small tree to stand beside and trusts his HECS suit once again to conceal his presence as they get close enough for a shot.
Boy, it's not often you get a redemption. I've never shot a turkey standing up, but we've got our HECS suits on. We stood over there about 10 steps from here, standing up. Joe's running the camera. I had to move from one bird to the other, standing up the whole time. 2 strutters in here gobbling right in our face. Just, man, are they hot in Missouri right now.
Way to get the job done, Jason. Sometimes you just got to make things happen. You know, Jason has exceptional skills as a hunter, and with the help of HECS technology, he was able to salvage a tough situation and make it all come together.
Little 20 gauge. Put a slam on this one. Clearly, it was me on the last one pointing it in the wrong direction, but I guess it's time for me to go buy Joe some breakfast now.
Hunters across the country and around the world are raving about the experiences that they're seeing while using their HECS suits. You know, science has found that animals, birds, and fish are able to pick up on minor electrical changes in their electrical environment. A lot of the initial study was done on how birds, animals, and fish navigate. It's what really runs the internal compass. They're picking up that minor change in the Earth's electromagnetic field. Well, every living being also creates an electrical field that's very similar. Through heart rate and muscle movement, we're creating electrical fields that are traveling distance, and we now know that that's one of the ways when animals get in close, they know that they're close to another big living being. That's when the other senses go on alert and things get real tough if you're out there in the hunting woods. If you look closely at the fabric, you'll see a highly electrically conductive carbon yarn woven in a specific grid pattern. This electrically conductive carbon yarn is sized and shaped to block the electrical energy that's created by our body. By blocking these electrical fields, you're going to look more like an inanimate object than you ever thought possible. You know, visual camo and scent control is still important, but the HECS technology gives you an advantage that you've never had before. If you haven't experienced the HECS advantage for yourself, don't delay. Get a HECS suit on the way, because it's going to make a difference in your next hunt.
If you order right now and enter the promo code PURSUIT, you'll save an instant $30 off your HECS suit. As an added bonus, if you order right now, with each purchase of a complete HECS suit, you'll receive a certificate worth $250 off on a trip with Great Texas Hunts. There is plenty more HECS action coming up right after this quick word from our sponsors. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. Thanks for hanging with the HECS crew today. So far, we've seen a huge Osceola called into bow range and taken with archery tackle.
Good shot.
Then we hung out with Jason Cleveland in Missouri and watched him turn a bad situation around and make it count.
If you watched our show before, you know that Jason's best hunting buddy is Joe Ogden. They switch between hunter and cameraman all the time. With a nice bird on the ground, it was Joe's turn behind the shotgun. There are a lot of turkeys on the property the guys are hunting, but as with most places, the birds have had some pressure and they're getting tougher to call in. Well, as often happens, the hens were the first ones to show up, and even with Joe sitting a scant 20 yards away from the decoys, they totally ignore him as they would any other inanimate object, and they proceed in to check out the decoys. Well, we've all been in this situation. You hear a big tom coming, but he's in the back of the pack. Soon you got hens in close, they start putting, and usually it is game over. But this is where HECS technology is really a game changer. Joe has several hens only a few steps away, yet they don't see him as any kind of a threat. They mess with the decoy for a few minutes and then move on. A few seconds later, this great tom shows up, bringing up the rear of this group. This big tom's convinced that there isn't any danger, so he struts right up to the decoy. The HECS effect is very apparent with Joe sitting in the wide open with birds all around him, but it really shines when he's able to calmly raise his shotgun and make a good shot on a calm bird. By blocking the electrical energy from Joe's muscle movements, the turkey pays no attention to that movement. To him, Joe's movement was not a living movement, so it's not a worry. And that, boys and girls, is called a game changer in the turkey woods.
Good turkey, wide open spaces today. Food plot laid out through here, put a couple decoys out, and I knew I could scout these turkeys, but I literally sat in the food plot, like literally. And we got away with it clearly. Man, it was cool. I mean, I've never been able to do that, like just sit wherever you want, where it's like most comfortable, where you can see the best. But now, with HECS, we've got an edge that allows us to do that, and it's pretty cool, man. To come in here, set up where we need to, 2 guys, not 1, and get turkeys to 20 steps and shoot them. You can't get no better than that.
Well, I'd like to take a second to talk about the HECS suit itself. First off, it's very lightweight and very breathable. Most people will wear it as an underlayer. However, you can wear it as an outer layer or anywhere in between. You're still going to get the benefit of the HECS technology. Also, new for 2015, we have a few features. Number 1, our head net features a drawstring so you can customize it to fit any hunting situation. Also, we have an embroidered logo, surge stitching, thumb holes, so it's easy to get on underneath. Due to customer request, we have added a fly to this year's pants. We also have the drawstring. The pants are cut kind of like sweatpants, so they're very adjustable. When you order your HECS suit, you're going to want to order it by your t-shirt size. So for instance, if you wear an extra large t-shirt, that's the size you're going to want to order in your whole suit. We've did a lot of research and we've had very good luck with our sizing that way. So your HECS suit package contains 3 pieces, the shirt, pant, and the head cover. But new for 2015 and sold separately are our HECS 6-pocket pants. We're really excited about these. They're a cotton-based 6-pocket pants with the HECS technology woven right in. So if you want a pant that's a little heavier and that kind of thing, 6-pocket pant is going to be the way to go. Also, we have our HECS gloves. They're a very stretchy, one-size-fits-all glove for use in any kind of situation, whether they're a liner glove or all by themselves. And also, we have our HECS ball cap. These have been very popular. They're made out of the HECS material, real lightweight, real breathable. Of course, has a nice HECS logo. If you haven't yet tried the HECS technology, you need to get one on the way today. The new features of the suit are super nice, and I know you're going to like it. If you have already got a HECS suit and you've seen the technology in action, try the 6-pocket pants, the gloves, and the hat. They're great accessories to add to your HECS ensemble. So don't delay. There's no time like right now to get a HECS suit on the way, and you'll start seeing the HECS advantage for yourself.
If you order right now and enter the promo code PURSUIT, you'll save an instant $30 off your HECS suit. As an added bonus, if you order right now, with each purchase of a complete HECS suit, you'll receive a certificate worth $250 off on a trip with Great Texas Hunts. When we come back after the break, our hunters have a bird almost in their lap. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. Now we're going to tag along with Bill Effords and his buddy Mike Ingold. Bill is on the camera on this setup, and Mike is all set to take the shot.
Mike is set up in a narrow lane on a property boundary fence, only about 10 steps from the decoy. They have a bird responding, but the problem is it's on the other side of a 7-foot tall chain link fence. Property on the other side's private, so the guys have no choice but to sit and call and wait. Meanwhile, the turkey across the fence moved in close to look the situation over. He's only about 20 yards away from Mike, who's sitting along the edge of a tree line. The problem is Mike had set up so he had good cover from birds coming down the open lane. But this bird was directly across from Mike and the decoy, which left Mike totally exposed. This bird gobbled and paced for 45 minutes along this fence. Any experienced turkey hunter would expect that if they've got a bird within 20 yards of a hunter, he's probably going to get picked off, especially after 45 minutes. Their eyesight is just so good, it's almost a given, no matter how good your regular camo might be. Well, contrary to what you hear, a turkey can and will cross an obstacle if they want to bad enough, and this one just couldn't take it any longer.
They don't see anything. It's just unbelievable.
HECS technology is changing the way hunters pursue their game nationwide and around the world. You know, it's scientifically known that animals have the ability to pick up very minor changes in their electrical environment. As hunters, we've all seen this. When a big animal gets in close, it's usually not very long, and he knows that there's something in his environment that he needs to check out. Birds actually see these fields visually. When there's an electrical field associated with movement, they know that they're looking at something that's alive, and one of the things that they really need to pay attention to. Inanimate objects such as branches and grass that are blowing on the wind don't have an electrical field. And that's one of the reasons why a turkey or waterfowl can pick up your movement even when there's all kinds of movement going on around it. By blocking these fields, when animals get in close, you're going to be able to get away with a little more movement, and you're going to be less detectable than you ever have been before. If you haven't seen the HECS technology in action for yourself, go online to HECSLLC.com, click on the dealer page, and you can see the dealer nearest you. Or call us at 541-575-HECS. That's 541-575-4327. We look forward to getting a suit to you and also to hearing your great HECS experiences. Join the tens of thousands of hunters out there who know the HECS advantage. Call us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
If you order right now and enter the promo code PURSUIT, you'll save an instant $30 off your HECS suit. As an added bonus, if you order right now, with each purchase of a complete HECS suit, you'll receive a certificate worth $250 off on a trip with Great Texas Hunts. Hunting with HECS is brought to you by Game Hide. Hunting wear is all we do. Tough Country, American values forged in steel. Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls and UC Hunting Properties. Matthews, see the future. Easton, the world's deadliest, most advanced hunting arrow. Ozonics, scent control that works. For the best hunting in Texas, visit GreatTexasHunts.com. That's GreatTexasHunts.com. And by HECS Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
Again and again, we've shown you how HECS technology makes you look more like an inanimate object and helps you to have more unbelievably close encounters with all kinds of game. Don't you think it's time that you witness the HECS effect for yourself? We make it easy and affordable to get your own HECS suit right here while watching the program. So make that call or get online today and experience the amazing benefits for yourself. In the meantime, the HECS crew will be out pushing the boundaries so we can bring it to you every week right here on Hunting with HECS.
If you have a great HECS encounter that you'd like to share with us, please contact us through our website. If we use it on the air, you'll be entered to win a hunt with Great Texas Hunts. As an added bonus, with each HECS purchase, you'll receive a certificate worth $250 off on a trip with Great Texas Hunts. Get those pictures and video coming, and you could be the lucky winner of this great hunt. You can find out more on our website at HECSLLC.com.